Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jake from NOLA Plays here, and I'm back and I'm excited about this video. Yesterday I had a subscriber give me an idea about seeing which exotic was the best in Crucible and just ranking them like from 10 to 1, and I decided to put a different spin on it. So this is Exotic Madness. Basically, it's March Madness for exotic weapons. I'm going to take them head to head in the Crucible. Each of them gets 2 matches. Most kills wins. If it's a tie on kills, we go to efficiency. Pulses will face pulses, hand cannons will face hand cannons until they meet each other up. Special weapons will only face special weapons until the finals. So we'll see the best special weapon and we'll see the best non-special weapon. So to get things started with the first round, we've got 2 pulse rifles. We've got the Outbreak Perfected versus the Vigilance Wing. And in my opinion, guys, the Outbreak Perfected is the better gun here. That's what I thought going in, and we'll see if the video backs that up. So I want to preface here that I don't have any targeting mods on. It's hand cannon targeting, and when I get to the hand cannons, I'm going to switch to my other one-eyed mask, which has bow targeting. That way my armor can stay the same, but I don't get any targeting advantage. So you don't have, it's just straight gun skill, straight gun play. So we got started with the Outbreak Perfected, and this was just a raw 2 games. I didn't warm up or anything, and it's Outbreak only, and I only included melees. I only allowed melees in self-defense, like no shield bashes, and like no intentional melees, but I can melee in self-defense. So the Outbreak game got started pretty bad, actually. And how I did this, just for time's sake, is I did the first game. I put all the highlights from the first game, kind of clipped together. And then the second game, I just ran the scoreboard. Figured I'd just talk over it anyway, so it didn't really matter. And if I would have shown all the clips from all 4 games, this video would have been like 40 minutes long. So I wanted to keep it short, as short as I can. So I only include the first game. If that's cool with you guys, if you guys like that, let me know. If you guys want to see both, it's gonna be longer videos, so maybe I can figure something out. Also, I don't have a bracket on paper yet. I had a hard time drawing one up on the computer, but I'll get one as soon as I can, just so you guys can keep track of where we're at in the bracket, what's going against what, and who's beat what, and you know. So I'll work on that. I'll figure getting something out. Worst case scenario, I'll put something on paper in pen, and then I'll link it or something. I'll figure it out, just so you guys can follow along if you like this series. This sounds like fun to me. I'm excited to see the results of it, and I hope you guys are excited as well. So back into what we're witnessing. The Outbreak handles really well. As far as a pulse rifle goes, I think it's an excellent gun in Crucible. It shoots really fast. It reminds me a bit of like the D1 meta pulse rifles, like the Grasp of Malik and the Clever Dragon from the Iron Banner. You know, a high rate of fire pulse rifle with low stability, or high stability. This thing's like a laser. You lock onto their head, and it's really accurate, and it's really fast. And that's something that's really efficient in the current meta that we have in Crucible. I think it holds its own in just about every gunfight. There are a few guns that, in the hands of a skilled player, will always outgun the Outbreak. But, you know, what percentage of quick play players are actually skilled? So it's a great weapon in quick play. I advise usage of this weapon for a lot of people. There's a self-defense melee, just to give you guys an example. I think it's a great gun. Overall, handles well. It's really user-friendly, and everybody can get it. And that's the neat thing about these exotics, is that pretty much everybody can get them. I know not all of them are quest-related, but I feel like Bungie's done a good job making the exotic economy a little bit more user-friendly lately. At least for myself, I've been getting quite a few exotic drops, whether it be armor or weapons. So yeah, I think the Outbreak's a great gun. This guy was weird and glitchy, and I disagree with that, but what am I going to do? You know, email Deej. He'll get right back to me, I'm sure, by next week. So, good game, decent game. No complaints, really. It's hard using a pulse rifle only. Like, I'm used to wanting to pull out my shotgun in tight situations, but I adjusted to it about mid-game, and then the rest of the 3 games over this course of this matchup, I adjusted to it pretty well. So, first game for the Outbreak, did pretty good. Got 30 kills and a 2.14 efficiency. I really thought that was going to be the mark to beat, the 30 kill mark, but I was incorrect. The second game, as I told you, I didn't show any clips of it. We lost again. of course. And I got, I don't remember, 22 kills and a 169. So it comes out to, I believe, 52 kills for the Outbreak and a 1.92 efficiency for the Outbreak. 52 kills in 2 games. Going into the Vigilant Swing, I thought it has no chance. 52 kills, I'd have to get over 25 per game, 26 per game, pretty much. There's no way. I don't have the catalyst. Let me premise too, I don't have the catalyst for the Outbreak either. So these are just the stock weapons. I own the catalyst, but I don't have them completed. This was actually like my first time using Vigilant Swing. I checked the catalyst and I had like 3 Crucible opponents defeated. So I didn't expect much out of this weapon. And it knocked me off my feet, man. If I had to put a ranking system on the weapons in this quote-unquote tournament, Outbreak Perfected would have gotten a top seed. They would have been a home team for sure. The Vigilant Swing was going to be the underdog. It was going to have the worst odds in Vegas. Matter of fact, I just checked Westgate and it did have bad odds in Vegas. So if you put your money on the Vigilant Swing, congratulations, because this gun absolutely delivered. And for this being the first real time I've ever used it, I felt like a god in Crucible. Like I felt like I had discovered a secret that nobody else had found, which was the Vigilant Swing. But it's a, you know, this gun's been around since the game started, I think. I don't know. I didn't come along till year 2, so I don't know. This gun's great. This gun, the first time I used it, which was a long time ago, I picked it up and I shot it. I thought, man, 5-round burst. This thing is so slow and clunky. But 2 bursting somebody with this gun is just so satisfying. It hits 22 to the head, and it's really not that hard to hit 5 headshots. I'm not really sure why, because the gun bounces a good bit, but I was hitting 5 headshots, a full 5 burst of headshots quite often with this gun. And as you can see, this thing just absolutely shreds. Close range, long range, it doesn't matter. This thing's a beast. This poor guy came around the corner trying to throw hammers and I shot him down. This guy, long range, bow, no thanks. You know, it's better than the Outbreak Perfected. I'll say that now. I'm not quite sure what about it makes it better. Perhaps with it being a higher impact pulse, there is more flinch. I don't know. It shoots slower. Maybe it's the 5 bullets. I'd have to really look at the time to kill values to see where the discrepancy actually lies. But all I know is that in this head-to-head matchup, the Vigilant Swing showed up to play, and the Outbreak Perfected didn't. 30 kills is like a usual normal game for me, so I was surprised when I got that pulse only, because I wasn't trying super hard, but I was trying to get as many kills as I can. But like in a full sweat competitive game, 30 kills is like what I average. So to get 30 kills with pulse alone, I really thought was going to be hard to beat. And I knew this was a good game that I was playing right now. At one point, I even told myself that I was going to go for a we ran out of medals. I was up around 12 or 13 on my streak, I think, and then I ended up dying. I really don't know why I left that clip in. All that happened to me was that I got blade barraged. So yeah, I didn't use my super. I only used my grenade to shut down supers, and I did not shield bash. So this was all pulse. All 4 games, both games for both guns, all pulse, no other weapons, no heavy weapons. And I really want to see who wins this tournament, what wins this tournament. And the cool thing about it is it might not actually be the best overall exotic. It might just be what exotic I play best with. And I'm excited to see what that is, because it might surprise me, like Vigilant Swing surprised me. You can see this game's coming to a close here. I think I show these last 2 kills and then I cut to the scoreboard. But I mean, this thing, just look how fast it took that guy's health down. It's a beast of a gun. I've gotten a Fight Me medal in every game I've played so far, which is impressive to me using pulse only, but it just goes to show you how strong pulse rifles actually are in the Crucible. Don't sleep on them. They're good guns. So this first game blew me away. 42 kills and a 6.0 KD. I did not see that coming. I did not see a 40+ kill game coming from Vigilant Swing only. So that was a pleasant surprise, and I pretty much knew after game 1 that Vigilant Swing was going to take this matchup. With 42 kills in 1 game, considering Outbreak only got 52 in 2 games, yeah, yeah, I knew this one was going to go to the Vigilance Wing. I still went off, kind of. I got another Fight Me, so Fight Me in all 4 games. And this one was a little bit more tame, 28 kills, a 2.55 KD. But it comes out with 70 kills for the Vigilance Wing and a 4.25 efficiency, which is something that I actually did not expect. So the Vigilance Wing against all odds takes the first round. It knocks out the Outbreak. It might not be against your odds, but it was against my odds. I really thought the Outbreak Perfected was going to make a run in this tournament, but boy, was I wrong. The Vigilance Wing takes round 1 against the Outbreak. I think we're going to go to special weapons for the second round, so be prepared to see Chaperone versus Lord of Wolves in the first round of the special weapon side of the bracket. Those two are going to be showing down 2 shotguns, 1 primary, 1 secondary. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I'll try to get that out to you within a week. If you guys enjoy this, the best way you can show me is by leaving a like on the video, leaving a comment telling me that you enjoy it. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And for all of you regulars, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you watching, and I will catch all of you in the next video.